eat or sleep, they had to rely on people offering. So many monks, they dedicate their life. Buddhist monk, they just survive on what is given, and they don't get sick. Mother Teresa exposed to all kind of patients and not get sick, because you build up immunity because of selfless service. You expand your consciousness so much, you have no fear. You become fearless. So you gain some spiritual energy that protects you. So selfless service gives you that energy. But you become selfish, greedy, hoarding. You shrink your energy. You create fear. Most of people who have lots of possession, they have fear of losing them. Many street people, they don't have anything, they don't have fear, they have nothing to lose. On the other hand, you have nothing and you could be attached. You have only one bag and you could be attached, and you can be in palace and you could not be attached. So that is the other side. But in general, more you possess, more you get possessed. Okay. So that's just selflessness. Okay.
Shanti, there's a couple things along. What's your first name?
Linda.
Linda, I'm Randy. So I was just thinking of a couple things. One was, when we did the landmark education, this is a school that teaches you similar to yoga, we'll say. And in one of the classes, you had to do a project that would not benefit you at all. So what I got out of it, and it's really interesting because everything we're doing usually is to benefit us in some way, some way, some roundabout way. Oh, good job, whatever it is, even if you're doing something for somebody else. So what I got out of that, which was incredible. So what I created was something unforgettable. Friends who want to play Santa Claus. So anyway, I just collected gifts from people, clothing, whatever, and I wrapped them. So in the process, it was a couple-month process. So I'm collecting gifts, always excited, always enjoying that particular moment. And when I gave the gifts away, I realized something during that time period, that I was enjoying the process. It had nothing to do with me. So there's something that you might find disgusting that I do, and I do it no matter where I'm at. If I'm in somebody's house and I use the bathroom, I always clean it better than when I leave. Nobody knows that I do it. I'm saying it for give an example of what is it? Service? What's it called? Selfless service. Because when I'm in the bathroom, I'm using their bathroom, and so example, you know what I mean. You always walk into the bathroom. If it's a place like that, there might be paper towels or this or that. I wipe down things. I utilize the paper towel. I'll double use it. I just make it nicer. Nobody knows I do it. When I come in front of my store, and there's 3 stores next to me, I clean up all the cigarette butts. They don't know I'm doing it. I just do it. It makes me feel better. Also, I noticed it's good for you physically. You're moving. So I put in one of my books that giving or selfless service burns calories. It actually burns calories because you're actually doing something. Yes. So it just it just hit me that like I see people they're unwrapping their thing and they throw it on the ground and I see the package and they walk away and they're inconsiderate. If they were considerate, they'd pick it up, throw it in the trash can. But they just burned calories. I mean, I know it's got nothing to do with it, but I just noticed you're moving, you're giving. So if it could benefit you in any way, then it's not selfless service. You know what I mean? If it's not benefiting you, but you'll feel good about it, and you know that you did it, and that makes kind of a neat feeling, nice feeling.
And this is what people have to learn to have hobby. You enjoy something you love, for which there is no reward. But anywhere people do competition, they do karate competition, music competition, just everywhere competition. So you lose the joy of it. So this is why I say when people retire, they have to learn to enjoy something you do. There is no reason. You love to do it. You love. And this is what devotion to God is. Devotion to God is just giving, expanding your love. That is what is called bhakti. See, human love is conditional love. bhakti, like mantra chanting or doing everything. Worshipping God is for no reason. Not I want anything. Why? Because there is nothing to do. And worship God, why? Because if somebody drew nice painting, say, wow, wonderful painting, and you admire, I want to meet the artist. You hear very harmonious melody, that is, who composed it, I want to meet that. You read the story, who wrote the story. So, same way we think, who made the plants, who made me, who made all the entire universe. So you are under the awe, and that is called bhakti. That means you are so much involved in praying God, worshipping God, being grateful, that you get lost into it. That is called bhakti. All human things are conditional, there's just some always connection. So it's somehow more like selfless. Selfless prayer is bhakti. Not prayer that I want this, I want that. Generally, in all prayers, people ask, God, give me this, give me health, give me money, give me power. Some kind of asking, but not asking. That is selflessness.
I find that like just going out in nature and being quiet in the woods somewhere
Yes.
is very nice to get that
Yes.
feeling.
Yeah. So people get so much, lost into dogma, like doing this and reading this, doing this prayer, doing that prayer. No, just whatever you do, whatever you love, that is your prayer. There is one joke, that people do traditional prayers, that from Bible, from Quran, from Gita, from Jewish scripture, whatever scripture, then they do it. And there was a child, or grown up, but a little bit retarded, and instead of doing, he said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. He started doing all these things. Somebody got mad. What kind of prayer you are doing? You have to pray. You have to put sentences. He said, I'm praying to the God. He's so almighty. He knows how to rearrange my alphabet and make it into a prayer.
That's a good answer.
So that's the thing. So that is the devotion. It's not external mechanism. So prayers, they're useful, like somebody writes it, helps you. But the real prayers come, that flows from within. You don't need external prayers. But there is purpose, there is a need for anything external, because people are at different level. So everything has purpose, people at a certain level, they need those lessons to learn. There's so many people don't know what to do, how to do. So organized religions help masses of people, because they're at that level. But when you grow up, then you go beyond. You go into different dimension. Doesn't mean you defy religion or go against it, but you transcend that. You go into different understanding. So you don't get confined to this religion, this country, that country. You get into greater, deeper realm. But some people are at certain level. And this is where compassion comes in. Though you are at higher level, you understand people at lower level. You don't judge them from your level. Then you become critical. But just accept them as they are. They are learning the lesson. If somebody becomes upset, like I planted tomato plant, and it just grew only 3 feet, 4 feet, and somebody planted an oak tree and it grew up so much. Well, that is the nature of tomato. It grows so much. And then you plant tomato tree and it gives tomato, and somebody puts orange, gives orange. Well, that is the nature of tomato plant and orange plant. So if you look at that, in the world there are people with different tendency, different temperament, different stage of evolution, and that is what they are.